Did you know that the royal family that we have in England currently today aren't the original bloodline of England? Hear me out, because not even a lot of English people actually know this, and this is a major part of English history. So, back in the 1600s, the Parliament pushed out the Stuarts from monarchy through something that was called the Glorious Revolution. At the time, James II was the king, and he was removed from the throne, and the Parliament basically just decided that the next monarch would have to be a Protestant. And that one rule, it changed absolutely everything that came next, because all of the closest heirs to the throne, they were all Catholic at the time. So the Parliament brought in a different line, the Hanoverians, who were Protestants. And so because the Parliament at the time chose George I to become the next monarch of England, that's how George I from Germany ended up as monarch and taking over the throne of England. Now, here's where it all starts to get really interesting, because the monarchy, that's just the face. The real power is with the government. I mean, even Dominic Cummings, a man who literally helped run the country for a certain period of time, spoke about how unelected institutions have huge influence inside government. In fact, he even called it a deeply embedded system that can override what any UK leader tries to do. In other words, it's a network of institutions and people that remain the same regardless of who it is that wins the elections. So when people, even like me, say things like there's always a predetermined winner or the elections are rigged, well, really, it's the institutions and the people inside of the government. That's who the power sits with. It's not always with the politicians that we see on the TV. Don't get me wrong, I'm not telling you what to think. I'm just saying, look at our history. Look at the structure of it all. Decide for yourself. The royal family that we have today came from political decisions. And even today, in this current day and age, a lot of the stuff that goes on in the government, we don't get to see. It goes on behind closed doors. Now, like I said, make up your own mind. I'm not trying to tell you what to think, but don't always just assume that the story we're always told is the full story.